guys, it's MadameWario, and I'm making this video kind of for fun because it is January now, and that means it's time to start preparing for conventions and different cons that are coming up. If you're going to any cons this year, please leave a comment, let me know which ones. And if you're not, then definitely leave me a comment, let me know which ones you'd like to go to or which ones you've heard of that really catch your interest, because there are just so many these days, it's hard to even keep track of them all. But there's so much fun, there's so much to do at them, and there's so much participation. There's a lot of different things you can participate in. It's not just somebody talking at you the whole time, or you just looking at stuff and going, ooh, ah. Like, you can get really involved these days in any convention that you go to. For me, I'll be going to Anime Crossroads this year. It's in February. It's in Indianapolis, and because I'm from Indiana, it's super easy for me to go to a convention like that. I'll be entering the cosplay contest, and I'll be entering as Jigglypuff, which I cosplayed as 2 years ago at PAX. It'll be the same costume tweaked a bit, and I'll be doing a skit and entering for construction alongside my sister, Madame Toadstool. She'll be competing with me, so I'm really excited about it. I've also entered the AMV contest. One of my AMVs is actually being shown, maybe as we speak, as I'm recording this, at OhioCon this year. I was unable to attend, but I kind of like to go to that convention every other year, just because I kind of like to make it a little more special for myself in that way, I guess, because I don't keep up on anime as much as gaming, but I still have a blast, and no matter what convention I go to. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to make a video to showcase how I go about cosplaying and preparing for a convention for what I'm going to wear. It's actually kind of funny because at MagFest, the one time I went, which was a few years ago now, there was one day where I was just wearing one of my con outfits. I wasn't a character, I was just me in a cool outfit, I guess. And somebody actually came up to me and was like, "Oh my gosh, what character are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm me." Like, it was really kind of funny, and she laughed, and I could tell she was a little like embarrassed about it, but it was just so funny. And I love to dress quirky and dress kind of different for conventions per se, a little bit more flamboyant or more themed, if you will. So I'm gonna go over a sneak peek of what I'm doing for this year's convention season. So I'll show you what I've been up to and what I am about to create. So I wanted to start out by first showing off a couple of Lolita dresses I've made over the past few months. Really, these don't take more than just a couple hours to make each. To be perfectly honest, they're super easy to make, but they're so super cute. They're both pink. They're both really similar, and I've just kind of made these for fun and for practice more than anything else, but I'm working on some clothing for my shop and different things like that too. So I'll be making one of these style dresses for Anime Crossroads this year, and I'll be using this material right here. This was kind of just chilling behind me. This is super cool. It glows in the dark, like around the stars, it glows in the dark. And I'll be making a dress out of this, kind of in honor of Wario's outfit from Horrorland in Mario Party 2, which makes sense with the whole theme of my outfit, which is Wario plushies. I saw a picture online of somebody who made a Moogle dress with nothing but Moogle plushies all over it. So I've been hard at work making all these Warios. This is Bowser suit Wario in the making right here. So far he has no eyes. His face is pretty much done. This is the Bowser body. It doesn't have spikes or details or anything yet. And this is a foot. Woo! So I've been working with this yarn here, and I've been working on some Valentine's Day plushies with this yarn back here. As you can see right here, I've got several Valentine's Day Warios. Some of these are going in my shop, except this guy is Date Night Wario. He's my Valentine's Day decoration of choice for this year, so he's pretty pimped out. He's totally in love, as you can see. He's been kissed, he's got a rose, he's got his hot pink suit, his pimp suit. He's got $200 in his pocket, and he has a heart-shaped box of chocolates under his arm. So that's Dream Date Wario. I have several other Wario plushies. I have my Jumbo Wario plushie, a couple little Wario plushies, like a little Horrorland Wario, a little basic Wario. That was like the first one I ever made, so all of these can be showcased on this Wario themed dress that I'm making. But that's what I've been up to and what I'm currently working on. You can even see over here, I've got a couple little Wario heads in the making. They don't have hats or anything yet because I'm not sure what style I'm gonna make these or like how. There are the Bowser spikes! Woo! I need to get to the cutting of my fabric so that I can sew it, and so it can become a dress. Just broke my needle on my finger while recording. Awesome. Ow! I never do that, ever. I seriously just sewed my finger. Cool. Nice to know my own blood will be on this garment. Great. Sewing with an open wound, so super cool. Ouch, and now the oxygen is stinging. Love is pain, and pain is cool. Why am I singing right now? Give me a normal stitch that I won't hurt myself with. So last night I was cool enough to injure myself on camera. Woo! Awesome! So we're gonna try this again today. I actually had to remake part of the dress. The actual body portion is done for the most part. As you can see, it's pretty wide. And so I'm going to see if I like that, if I want it kind of baggy and loose, or if I want to bring this in somehow. But I did make the straps. I had to remake the body after I sewed my finger off. And so I remade this part, I sewed it to the skirt, and then the straps I'm going to put on today. And it's going to come up pretty high. It's not going to be like a low dress, which it's not supposed to be, so whatever. But I'm going to see what I can do to maybe make it a little more form-fitting and if I like how that looks or not. And then I also have these scraps that I'm about to put on the bottom of the skirt for the trim to add kind of a girly ruffle to it. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. Okay guys, so I just finished sewing the straps on. The trim is done. It's on the bottom of the dress. The trim probably took the longest. It took forever to put this trim on because it takes so much fabric. It probably takes at least 3 times as much fabric as like the top and straps together. Like, it's crazy how much fabric it takes just to make this little detailing right here. Like, it's crazy. Turning out, the straps are nice and thick, so they cover like my bra straps and all that nonsense. I took this in to make it a little more fitted, but I still wanted it to have kind of the flare in the middle. I didn't want it to be like super tight, I guess, because there's going to be plushies all over it, and I was afraid that if I did that there wouldn't be enough fabric to really add plushies to it, because if I take like Wario's, it's going to be harder. The less fabric there is, the harder it's going to be to add to it. And I'm not really sure where these are. I mean, I guess they'll just kind of be throughout. Like, I don't know. I gotta finish making all of them first. This right here, these are gonna be bows. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold it so it's like, if I can do this somewhat, there we go. So like fold it, put that around the middle to make a bow. I'm gonna have to hand sew this part. And then I'm gonna put that right on the back, the center of the back right there. This little bow right here that I'm gonna make, it's gonna actually go right here. So that way, sorry, I'm looking in the mirror. That way I'll have a little accent right at the top. So my next step is to sew all these bows, and then I'm gonna attach this one, attach that one, and then like I said, the one's gonna go in my hair. So I'll just need to leave a space for bobby pins. Looks really great with these big old pants on underneath. I'm gonna put probably 2 petticoats underneath this. This is just with 1 petticoat underneath, but you can see how it's super duper puffy. I mean, this is a circle skirt. So then once I add the second petticoat, that makes it really, really stand out. So now I have 2 petticoats on underneath. So now it's nice and puffy. So now I just need to add those bows, and yeah, then I gotta get started on finishing all the Wario's. Look, his face has eyes now. I glued his eyes on last night. Ooh. Okay guys, so I have finished putting the bows on the dress. So now the dress froze freely with a bow in the front and also the big bow in the back, which I love how that looks with the stars. And I actually took this into the dark out of the sunlight, and it looks amazing because all of these stars glow in the dark. So I'm in love with this right now. So for cons, you know, there's raves and dances, and they're so much fun. It's gonna look awesome in the lights. I'm so excited for it. And then I finished the hair bow too. I added a big clip to the back, so that's ready. So the dress and the hair bow, everything's ready. I just need to finish the Wario's, which I'm gonna move on to now. Over here, I'm working on the Bowser shell for the Bowser suit Wario. And I haven't made much progress with this because I've been doing other things. Like, as you can see, I'm editing! Oh my god! I'm editing for my YouTube 6-year anniversary, and I've got company with my kitty she's so white you can't even see her. But yeah, so I've been working on a multitude of things, so it's actually not even the same day either as last time you saw me. So I've been working on these things for the past couple days, but I just finished with the bows. Now we're going to move on to the Wario's. You can tell a lot about a person by the DVDs and games they have stacked in their room. For example, I like to crochet. I like being a teenager. I like singing and dancing. I like cats, and I like naked men. Okay guys, so I finally finished Bowser Suit Wario. He's right here, and I love the way he turned out. So I'm gonna bring him over to the dress, which is hanging up right here, to kind of give you an idea of how ridiculous this is gonna look with the plushies. And I love the dress as it is, so I'm kind of thinking like, I don't know exactly how I'm going to attach the plushies. It's probably going to be a temporary thing though, closer to the con. So that might be like a finished product right before the con. So I'm just going to continue working on all these little Warios. I've got 2 more over here that need eyes. I'm debating on whether to make little heart eyes or actual real googly eyes to use. I'm not sure, but they're, as you can see, they're different sizes from the others. So this one's more of a medium size, and then this one's little. So we have this gaggle of Warios going on over here for Valentine's Day at the moment. And like I said, some of these are going to be for sale, but I'm going to be making replicas, so that way I can have all different sizes associated with the dress. So yeah, it's gonna look pretty Wario-tastic. I could even like put it down at the bottom, like on the ruffle. I don't know, I'm kind of debating. Something else I'm getting ready to do is make a bag. I want to have some kind of matching bag or backpack. I kind of want to make a bag out of this same fabric.